think we are live here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Rob Rosero. Welcome to Groove Nation. This is Tech Talk Thursday, and if you're watching me, drop me with a hashtag live. Let me know where you're joining me from. If you're joining me, if you're watching on the replay, hit me with a hashtag replay. I know some of you guys are watching from the YouTube side of things. I know there's probably a couple watching from my ETA page as well. So let me know where you guys are watching me from. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to kind of hang out with me this morning. So what we're going to be doing today is a lot of people have talked about GrooveKart and kind of want to know how to create a print-on-demand type shop. I've had crazy, like honestly, probably like 20 people actually ask me how to do this. Maybe not 20, probably at least 10 though. So the other day I figured out, let me dive in and figure out how to do it. And it's super, super simple. So what I'm actually going to do today is we're going to go through and create an entire print-on-demand shop. We're going to create a mini swag shop for the Groove Nation group that we have. So I'm going to actually create a little. We're going to create a T-shirt, a hoodie, and a cup, and we're going to go ahead and sell them. So let's kind of show you through. I'm going to walk through exactly what we need to do to set everything up, what accounts we need, and how to do it for free. Which is actually really kind of cool. So, like I said, if you guys are joining me live, hit me with a hashtag live. You're joining me with on the replay, hit me with a hashtag replay, and let's kind of get to this thing. So, again, my name is Rob Rosera. I definitely, like I said, I appreciate you guys joining me today, and let's kind of get started. So, what's up there, Twan? Hey there, Joseph. I appreciate you guys joining me today. So, we're gonna go through here. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm actually using StreamYard today, and I've got a couple streams going, so it's gonna be interesting to see. Hopefully this all works good. So we're going to start right up here, though. Let me add this to the stream. So what we're actually going to do, we're going to do a print-on-demand store with GrooveKart and Printful. Those are the two things that we're going to use. Pretty straightforward here. So we're actually going to create a print-on-demand store. We're going to have 3 products, like I said, a T-shirt, a hoodie, and a mug. And a couple things that kind of have in place already, if you guys want to kind of go through this thing, is you're going to want to have your thumbnails and mockups done for whatever it is that you're going to be selling. In this case, it's just going to be a thumbnail. It's going to be a coffee mug, a T-shirt, and a hoodie. And I actually have a couple thumbnails that I've already generated for those. But I'm not going to go into really a whole bunch of detail on how to do them. It's pretty self-explanatory. So as we go along here, if you guys do have any questions, just do me a favor, put a Q in front of it and then put the question in there. And I'm going to come back. I'm going to take a couple breaks as we go through this thing. See if you guys do have any questions and go ahead and answer them all. So that's really kind of a couple things. That's what we're going to be going over today here. So what are we actually going to need for this? First thing you're going to need a GrooveFunnels account. It's completely free. Like I said, you can go ahead and sign up. There's a link in the description above there. And if not, you can go ahead and use this link right there, the Rebrandly. It's a Rebrandly link. I'm going to go ahead and paste it in the, I can't grab it in there. Anyway, it's that link right there. So we're going to need an actual GrooveKart or GrooveFunnels account, right? And then once we actually have that, we're going to have to create a store within GrooveKart. The other thing we're going to need a Printful account. And you can get that by basically going here. Just a Rebrandly SMP Printful, and that'll go ahead and create a free account there. They're both free. The only thing you will need on the Printful side is you're going to need a payment method because of the fact you will need to, once you send an order there, they're going to need to actually pay for that order, right? So when you pay for a thing in GrooveKart, you basically push the order to Groove or to Printful, and they're going to charge you for whatever that amount is. And you'll see kind of a little bit more as we kind of go along here. So. So those are the two main things you're going to need. You're going to need a GrooveFunnels account and a Printful account. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into GrooveFunnels here real quick. So assuming you have your account, this is a dashboard that you're going to use. And the same exact thing applies here for the free account as well as the platinum account. The biggest difference is the amount of things that you're actually allowed to do. And I'll show you that in a minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into GrooveFunnels right here. We're going to go into GrooveKart. And the first thing I'm going to do is, if you do not have a store yet, there'll be a thing here that says create store. And let me show you what that actually looks like. It is right here. So I'm going to show. So this is what, if you're on the free version, this is what it's going to look like for you guys. If I can get this thing here into the right page, of course. Come on. There we go. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like for you guys. If you're in a free account, it's going to say you can have one store. Basically, every 30 days, you can create a new store. So essentially what you would do is you click on Create New Store. You would then go ahead and give it a name, and it's going to say you're going to have to check the availability of it. And once you do that, if it's available, it'll come up and say that it's available. And then you click on Create Store. And the reason why I'm doing it in here is because this can take up to a half hour to actually do. So I actually did it already. I just want to show you guys kind of what this would actually look like. So essentially, because I'm on the full version or because I have the premium version, I'm allowed to create one new store every 7 days. The free version is only one every 30 days. So this normally would take about a half hour or so to actually create. And once it actually does, this is what it's going to look like. And I just lost my screen. Hang on a minute. So this is what it'll actually look like once you actually create your store. And what I did is I just went ahead and named it the Groove Nation. And that's the main thing we need to do first on the Groove Digital or on the GrooveKart side. And I did this first because, like I said, normally you go ahead and do that, let that process. It'll take about a half hour or so. Sometimes it could take 5 minutes. It all depends. So let that process. While that's processing, we're going to go into Printful. So once you get into Printful, right, you're going to be on your dashboard right here. Okay. And what you'll actually do is once you sign up, you'll have to go through a couple things. You have to confirm your email. You can create a product template. You don't really have to do this. We're going to connect your store. We'll go ahead and go through that and then add products and then a payment method. I don't have a payment method set up on here yet, just because I'm going to do that when I actually make my store go live. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to go ahead and worry about this right now. Once we actually get done with this, the store is not going to be 100% live. Like you won't be able to actually purchase things yet, just because I don't have that part set up. And there's a payment method when we talk to between GrooveKart and Printful that we'll need to set up as well. So far, are we all good here? Looks like, let's see, Linda has a question. Before you make the cart, don't you have to send email support to request with your domain name? We'll actually get through that, but no, you don't need to do anything there. It's actually done all right within GrooveKart right here. And I'll show you exactly how to do that with your domain name. I'm not going to get into actually setting up a domain and pointing it directly to the cart. We're going to use, this is going to be our URL right here, the groovenation.groovekart.com. That's going to be the link that we're actually using. So you don't really need to talk to anybody with support there. So once you actually go ahead and create your, your Printful account, what we're going to need to do now is actually go ahead and create a store. Very simple. We're going to come in here to stores. And I'm actually going to remove, I'm going to leave this. So this is a couple test stores I did in here. But what we're going to do is come in here. We're going to create and choose a new store. And we're going to use the manual order API method. This is how we're actually going to create our account. We're going to use the API, and that's what's going to actually talk. That's how GrooveKart is going to talk to our store here. So we're going to go ahead and hit create. That's going to say custom store, and I'm going to name this the same thing I named my other store. So it's going to be the Groove Nation. So the Groove Nation, and I'm going to hit create. Okay. So this is going to go ahead and do its thing right here. And you can see right here, I now have my Groove Nation store. Okay, once we do this, what we're going to need to do now is actually copy our API key over to GrooveKart. Okay, so to do that, we come down here to settings. And we're going to scroll down here to API. And it's going to see you're going to be able to choose your store here. So we're going to select Groove Nation. We're going to say enable API access. What we want to do is copy this API key, right? So we're going to click on copy. We're going to come over to Groove Digital. Sorry, we're going to come back over to GrooveKart here. And now we're still going to be at our main page right here in GrooveKart. So we're going to click on this. We're going to go to back office. And now we need to hook our Printful account to our GrooveKart account. Okay? So the way we do that is we come in here and we come in the products. And you're only going to need to do this one time here. So we're going to come in the products. We're going to come in the print on demand and drop shipping. And we're going to come here and you can see all the things that are kind of that you can do drop shipping with. And right now we're only going to do with Printful. So we're going to click on learn more. And there's a little slider right here. We have to slide that over to active. And then we're going to get a little, the cog wheel right here. So we're going to go ahead and click that. And give this a second. And now this is where we actually enter our API key. So we're going to go ahead and click on that and click paste, and we're going to click save key. Okay, so that's the big thing. That's the big thing we need to do right now. So you can see what we've done so far is we've created our, we've got a GrooveFunnels account, we've got our Printful account, and we've connected our GrooveKart to Printful. All right, so we're good there right now. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to go into Printful, and we're actually going to create our products in Printful now. We're going to go in there. We're going to go ahead and create our products, and then what we're going to do is then we're going to go back into GrooveKart and basically attach those products into GrooveKart. So Printful is where we actually define our products first. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's jump back over to Printful here, and we will go ahead and create our we'll go ahead and create our products. So back over to Printful, we're going to click on Stores. And we're going to click on View Store. Actually, Groove Nation is our store, so we're going to go ahead and click on Add Products. So everything's good so far. Just drop me a thumbs up. Drop me a couple ones in there. Let me know you guys this is so far making sense here. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is now we're going to go ahead and find our products. And there are literally hundreds of different products in here you can choose. Like I said, we're going to choose basically 3 of them right now. We're going to choose a t-shirt, a hoodie, and a mug. So I'm going to go here and we're going to select women's clothing, t-shirts, and we're actually going to select a unisex shirt. So we're going to use this one right here, $7.95. That's all good. We're going to go ahead and click on this. And now this is where you actually design or upload your actual design. This is what I mean, where before you want to have, excuse me, a couple of those designs already made, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and look a little bit about our the products and stuff that we want. So here are the colors that are available in that particular style. So I have anywhere from black, navy, dark heather, sports gray, and white. Right. So we'll go ahead and just use. I'm just going to use all of them. For the sizes, I'm going to go from small to XL. If you start going higher than that, the prices kind of get a little bit different. You can see on the bottom right here, it changes. So the prices are $7.95 for each shirt. If I start getting a 2XL, it goes up to $9.45, and 3XL is going to be $11.95. I'm only going to deal with these just for this demo right now, so that's all good. So okay, so what we're going to do at this point is we're actually going to upload our files or upload our design that we're going to put on the shirt. So I already have one done, and it is actually I'm going to have to upload this again, I think. Yep. So we're going to have our Groove Nation logo right here. It's going to be very simple. If I was actually doing this for real, I'd actually probably go into Fiverr and have somebody actually design a decent shirt for me. But we're going to go ahead and upload this. We're going to select choose. And we're going to say, where do you want this thing to go? And I may get rid of that black shirt just because you don't see the logo that well in there. But anyway, in the front, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a pocket size logo here. We're going to kind of put that right there. And what I'm going to do now is up here is where you kind of can control where the layout actually goes. So on the back, I'm actually going to use that same file. And I'm actually going to add some text on there as well. Say join us at the Groove. All right, and we will make this, let's make it Oswald. That's actually kind of a cool font right there. We're going to slide that down a little bit. We will make this a little bit smaller. All right, so let's put that a little high up on his back. And these are the alignment buttons. So we come in here and kind of make it align. You can see it's still a little bit big. So let's make this just a hair smaller so it goes. I'll say join us at groovenation.com. All right, looks kind of cool. You could also include an outside label. And if you click on here, it'll kind of go on the outside of the back of the shirt. You can include an inside label, left sleeve and right sleeve. Obviously, these all cost additional money. So you can see the front is included. The back's going to be additional $5.95. So this is going to be the total price of my shirt, $13.90. This is what I'm going to be paying for it. When I actually set up the actual sale, we'll be pushing in the price probably to say 19 bucks, something like that. So So that's pretty much all we need to do at this point. Then we go ahead and go to proceed to mockups. And now what it does, it shows us a whole bunch of different mockups here. And for some reason, I can't figure out how to get all of these into GrooveKart. But essentially what you do is you could come in here, select the mockup, and it seems to pull in just the front views of all of these here. So these will kind of give you your base ones here. So for this one, I'm just going to use the woman. I'll use the woman 2 mockup. And you can, like I said, you can kind of come in here, mess around with some of these. I haven't been able to figure out what some of these actually do. I can't seem to upload anything else on here. So what I did notice is when we actually pull the products in, these front images on whichever one you select pull in. And I'll show you kind of more what I mean about that a little bit later. So, okay. All right, cool. So we have that, and we go proceed to details. And this is kind of just the information about our shirt. It's a short sleeve unisex shirt. You can change this title to whatever you want. Now we're going to go proceed to pricing. And this is where we actually price everything up. So this is the price that we're actually going to pay. This is the retail price of, you can obviously set this to whatever you want. This is the price that the people will actually see and actually pay. And this is what your profit's going to be. So in this case, I'm going to make these actually $19.99 just because it's a better number. All right. So I'm going to make all these $19.99. So on each shirt, we'll make $6.09. And the shipping and taxes are going to be extra in there. So just kind of understand that this page right here, all we're doing here is setting up the pricing, and we can actually have a chance to change this stuff in the GrooveKart side of things. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead and set everything right here, and we're going to have to bring them into our store on the Groove side of things. So, okay, so we're going to go ahead and save product. All right, so give this a second here. So we'll go. It's just going to take a couple seconds here. All right. So if we're still going here, all right, let that still go. There we go. All right. So that finally went right there. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is now we're going to actually add a hoodie. So we're going to come over here. We're going to add a hoodie, and we're going to do the exact same thing, right? We're actually going to use this middle one right here because that one's kind of cool. And same thing. I'm going to keep the black in there. And we'll have the rest of these colors. So again, here are all the different sizes. Here are the colors. And you can see if I go to 2XL, you're going to see the 2745. I'm just going to take it off just for the sake of argument here. And then choose file. Again, I'm going to just use my same Groove Nation logo. And for this one, I'm going to just jam this right in the middle here. So let's see what this is going to look like for some of those. That's cool right there. That's good. I'm not going to worry about anything on the back, but you know what? Maybe on the right sleeve on this one here, we will go ahead and put we'll put this Groove Nation logo in there as well. So maybe we'll push this up a little bit right there. But obviously, you can put in anything that you want there, right? So cool. All right, so let's go and move on here. Proceed to details. Again, so this is going to be the mockups right here. You can do a whole bunch of different ones, whatever you want to kind of select here. We will go ahead and just do straight up flat mockups for this one. Proceed to details and proceed to pricing. So you can see the Printful price on these is going to be $31.95, 44. This is because we had the little side, we had the side patch on there. That's why this price kind of went up a little bit. So if we back up here and back up again and back up one more time, we could actually nuke that one because it's like another $6 on a $30 t-shirt. So let's go ahead and just get rid of that. We're just going to just leave the front. So let's go back to proceed to mockups. Proceed to details and proceed to pricing. So you can see the Printful price is 26. We're going to make these 36.50. We'll make them 36.99. And what's kind of cool is that you can actually just do this right here too. You can just say, okay, I want to increase the profit by this much, and it'll go ahead and do whatever it is. It'll go ahead and do the calculations for you automatically. But what we'll do, we're going to make these $34.99. I mean, I think that's a reasonable price for a sweatshirt. Actually, maybe that's even too much. Let's make them $31.99. How about that? $31.99. Okay, so we'll go ahead and save that. All right, if you guys are still good, give me a thumbs up, throw me some hearts, throw me a little bit of love. Let me know that you guys are all alive and doing well here. All right, here we go. Okay, good. So we got a hoodie added. Now we're going to go ahead and add one more product. We're going to go ahead and add that coffee mug. So we're going to go back here to add products. And let's see, where is it here? Under accessories. Oh, you can do face masks. That's kind of cool. Let's see mug. Where's my mug? There we go. We're going to do a white glossy mug. We're going to have both 11 and 15 ounces, and we're going to go ahead and use our same logo here. And what's kind of cool, this one, you can actually do like a 3D view. So this is what it would look like. You can't do that on, you can't actually put that on the thing. That would actually be kind of cool. But then you have your mock-up views, and this is kind of what it's going to look like. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to save. Can I copy these? Yeah, I'm actually going to save these right here. So I'm going to use mug 1. Save this one. This is a good way to get some quick mock-ups here. You do that one, and then save this image as well. All right. So basically, we have our mugs. The reason why the price difference is because of the 10 and the 15 ounce different mugs. And you can obviously change a couple of things on here. Obviously, you can make a pattern out of it. If you have some smaller designs or whatever, you could kind of do whatever you want here. So again, pretty straightforward, just like we did before. So we'll proceed to mockups. Hey there, Linda. Yes, I am making it look easy. This actually is easy. And I'll be honest with you, this is the second time I'm doing this. So it is definitely very easy to do. So definitely don't worry about jumping in here and trying it. It is super easy. Again, this video will be around for a while. I'm going to push it to my YouTube channel when we're done. But it'll be around on these pages on the page here for a couple of days. It'll be in a group for a while. So definitely keep an eye out for it if you want to follow along. So, all right. So we're right here. Let's go ahead and these are the two mugs right here. The preview, it's not going to show our thing on the preview, which is fine. It'll show it in the real, in the actual real mock-up. And there's a couple different styles we can do here. You can scroll down here to some of these and you can see the different types of mock-ups that they have. So we're just going to just do a straight up default mock-up, right? It's decent. 15 ounce mug is good. Proceed to details. Proceed to pricing. Again, so this is going to be $7.95. We'll make that 11. This will be this. We're going to make this $14.99. Okay, so we'll make $3 and $4 on each mug. Yep, second time. This is stuff I love to do though. So yeah, it is my second time. Actually, I take it back. This is actually my third run because I made a test store earlier. So, but yeah, it is super simple to do, and that's one reason why I'm doing a demo for you guys. It's super easy to do. They really made this easy. All right, so that's going to go ahead and create there. All right, let's just go ahead and get done here. All right, so while that's going, it's going to take a little while longer. Okay, so next thing we need to do now is we've already got our store created or we have our products created in Printful, and it's really all we're going to have to do on the Printful side of things, right? We're not going to have to worry about much over there anymore. We're going to go over there if we want to do anything else as far as like add new products or anything like that. That's what we're going to do over there. So on the GrooveKart of things now, what we need to do is pull that information from Printful into our GrooveKart. And what that'll do, that'll allow us to create a store and do everything that we want to, excuse me, I got the hiccups. It'll allow us to do everything that we want to do over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into GrooveKart. We're going to go ahead and create some categories. We're going to go ahead and, when you create a store, it has a default products in there. We're going to go ahead and remove those things. And then we're actually going to go into the dashboard, and I'm going to show you how to bring all of your products into GrooveKart and then how to set everything up. So, okay, so let's go ahead and we'll jump back over into GrooveKart over here. So we're in our GrooveKart right here. So what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into categories, and we're going to go ahead and change some of these. We're not worried about the designer or anything like that right now. We're going to get that in 1 minute. First thing we do is set up some of the base stuff here. So Andre has a question here. He says, amongst all the POD providers, why did you choose Printful rather than other ones available? I'll be honest, Printful happened to be one of the options there, and I was looking to do a print on demand thing, and I chose it. So that's the only reason why. There's other ones out there, I'm sure. I just haven't got a chance to use them. I know Singly's on there. There's a couple other ones as well. If you click on the POD drop shipping, these are the ones that you can interact with right off the bat. Dropify, Groove. There's a couple in the GrooveKart marketplace. Singly right here, I know it does print on demand. Tscape does print on demand. I haven't done those just because I've had experience with Printful in the past. I've used it once or twice, so the name was there. Ali Connect is another one. This is more if you want to do something like a Shopify store. And we're going to do a demo on that probably sometime next couple weeks. So that's the only reason why I chose Printful. So that's that question everybody wanted to know. So anyway, okay, so let's get back here. Let me close this. So when we come into categories, we want to go ahead and define these first. So this is the first category. This is the default category that's in here, best deals. I'm actually just going to go ahead and edit this, and we're going to make 3 categories. We're going to make a t-shirt, a hoodie, and a mug category. And I could have just deleted that one, but I'm just going to go ahead and modify this one. So we're going to make this t-shirts. T-shirts. I could actually spell. T-shirts. This is the description. This is the t-shirt. And the other thing you're going to want is you're going to need a couple thumbnails for your different categories. I happen to have a couple already. I have a t-shirt thumbnail, a hoodie thumbnail, and a mug thumbnail for the actual category. So we're just going to go ahead and choose these. And again, I would choose better ones if I was actually going live with this stuff. So, but we're just going to go ahead and use these for right now. Again, you can put on the title, the description, t-shirt category. Right, and then a friendly URL is t-shirts. So we'll go ahead and save that. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and add another category. And obviously, you don't have to add categories at all. You can leave them all under one category. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to just do 3 of them just so we can see how we do them. So hoodie will be the next category. And you could actually have a parent category if you want. Like you can actually have hoodies, and you could break it down even more. We're just doing top level ones right now, just for ease of use. So we're going to say hoodie category. Whoops, we won't copy hoodie. Hoodie category. We'll come in here and grab our hoodie thumbnail. Again, this is just going to be description and title. Save that. And now the next thing we are going to do is we're going to add a mug category. Mugs. Mug. G-O-R-Y. If I could spell it, it'd be awesome. Now we're just going to upload a random mug. That one right there. And this will be mug category. Mug category. Okay, and we'll go ahead and save that. I see there is a question here. Can you use an actual picture of a jewelry shirt as a thumbnail? Yeah, you could use any shirt you want. You could use anything. Granted, understand that these here are just categories. So I didn't want to use a specific shirt that I actually designed, right? These are just going to be category things. And I'll show you kind of what that looks like here in a little while. Okay, so those are basically the categories that we have set up. And if we come in the products, you're going to see there's a bunch of products already set up as default. So let these load up here, and I'll show you what I mean here. Am I building a funnel for each category? No, all we're doing at that point is building just a category. All the rest of it is actually done for us, which is actually really cool. And I'll show you you'll see in a minute here once we get into it. So these are all the stuff that comes with the predefined store, right? These are all just dummy products. So we're just going to go in here, click on actions, and we're going to delete, right? We want to delete all these. I don't care about any of those items that are in that store. So we're just going to go ahead and nuke all those things. Yes, Ron, basically a mugshot. Exactly. All right. So all these are going to be deleted right here. And now we have no products in our store, which is exactly what we want. Okay. So what we need to do now is we need to actually grab our items that are in Printful, and we're going to need to pull them into our store. Again, we haven't done anything at all with our store. All we're doing is kind of connecting the two and bringing our products in. And it'll all make sense in about 2 more minutes when we get to this next part here. So what we need to do is we need to go back into our Printly settings, and we need to pull those things in. So we're going to go into print on demand Shopify thing again. We're going to come into Printly. Oh, I'm sorry, Printful. I keep saying Printly. It's another one. Printful. We're going to hit configure. And give this a second here. And we're going to go into product search. Okay. And now what we're going to do, because we only have 3 products in it, we're just going to hit search. And you can see here are our products right here. Okay. So we have our mug, our unisex hoodie, and our short sleeve shirt, t-shirt. So what we want to do is we actually want to add these things to our store. So we're going to go ahead and click add to store. And give this a second. It'll go ahead and do its thing. And it's going to say, okay, give us the information about how you want it to display on your store. So for our store, we actually want this stuff to display a little bit different. So we want this to be Groove Nation mug, right? And you can obviously give it the description. Now what it's going to do, it's going to give you an SKU. Again, don't change this. This is coming in from Printful, so we don't care about that. The sizes and stuff, these are all the variants that come in. All this stuff comes in automatically. You can see the only thing you can change on here is price, the sizes and everything else. This is all coming in from the Printful side of things. And then the collections, this is going to be the category. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and choose my mug category. I'm going to leave my 2 prices the same, and I'm going to click on add product. Okay, and you can see up in the top corner here, it's kind of doing its magical thing. And the product of add product has been started and it'll soon be in your store. So it takes usually about 5 minutes or so for these products actually to get in there. Because we're only dealing with a couple, it's probably going to take a minute or so. But if you have a bunch of products or a bunch of variants for that products, it's going to take a little while to kind of move over. So we're going to do the same thing now with our other 2 products, right? We're going to click on product search, and we'll go click on search. And you can see this one here has already been imported. So now we're going to do our hoodie. And the same exact thing here. So we're going to say Groove Funnel unisex hoodie. Keep the description the same. And obviously you can change these up to whatever you want. Again, all the variants here, you're not going to have any options to change in here. You can change all the prices you want to whatever you wish here. And then on the collections, again, these are actually going to be hoodies, right? Let's make sure we're doing the hoodies. Yes, hoodies. Oh, yeah, hoodie. So we're going to go ahead and put that in hoodies, and we're going to go ahead and add product. And let this go ahead and do its magical thing. Okay, so that's being added. So now let's do the same thing. We're going to do the same thing for the last one. T-shirts right here. We're going to go ahead and add that to the store. All right, same thing here. We're going to say Groove Nation. Soft sleeve shirt. Okay, same thing, variants, prices, collection. We are going to make this under t-shirts, add product. Okay. All right, so Andre has a question here. Can we use several different POD providers in the same Groove store? That's a good question. I don't know. I'm going to say no, but I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure. That's the honest truth. I haven't tried it yet. This is the only one I've tried it with. It's a good question. I will certainly mess around with it and see if I can see if I get it done. But I'm honestly, I'm not sure. So I'll certainly give it a shot though. Okay. So what we have done at this point is we have created our products on Printful, right? We've now created our store, our GrooveKart store, and we've imported those products into our Groove store. Now what we need to do is now we actually need to design our store, right? So we have these products that now live in there. So what do we do with them? Well, we want to give people a way to actually shop them and go ahead and buy them, right? So what we need to do is we go ahead and need to actually design it. The cool thing about GrooveKart is when it comes in, it gives you a default store already. So if you actually go to the Groove Nation, if you go to the GrooveNation.GrooveKart.com, right, you can see what the store looks like right now. Okay, it's just a very default store. It's got nothing in it because we removed all the products, but this is kind of the basic layout it has in here. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go here and we're going to change a whole bunch of stuff in here. So that's kind of where we're heading to now. So what we're going to need is we're going to need some information about our store. We're going to need a logo, favorite icon if you have one, and then we're going to need to set up a payment gateway. So if you're on the free version of Groove, you're going to have to either use PayPal or GroovePay. GroovePay is basically the internal way to handle credit cards inside GrooveKart. If you are on the Platinum version, you'll be able to add a bunch of other different gateways, including Stripe. So the payment gateways, you have definitely some more options with the paid version. Also, with the free version, if you decide to use GroovePay, you do have to pay, I think it's 4% per transaction. If you have the Platinum version, you're only paying 2%. So you are saving some money that side if you do get the Platinum. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and walk through basically how to set everything up here. Okay. So once we basically have this thing, first thing we're going to do is go into settings, and we want to go ahead and do our store information. Okay. So we'll go back to this screen right here. We're going to click on settings. And actually, let me go back one page just so you guys can see how we got here. Okay. All right. So anytime that you're in here, there's a pancake menu up here, which you can navigate to. And then there's also these right here. So we're going to go on the left side here. We're going to click on settings. We're going to click on store information. And that's where we're going to start first. So store information here, we're going to go ahead and upload our logo. So I happen to have a logo right here, which we'll use. Actually, yeah, we'll use that one right there. And then you can actually upload a favorite icon as well. So it's going to ask you to crop the stuff up. Oh, crap. Let's see. Yep. Sorry, I wasn't sharing my screen there for a minute. So we're back. We're good now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add that. I'm going to leave this as the favorite icon screen. Store name, I'm just going to leave it as Groove Nation. Store phone number. We'll go ahead and put that in there. And then here is we're actually going to use, me@gmail.com. And this is our address. And get this out of the way here. Okay, so we're going to add that information in there. And then we're going to go ahead and click on save. Let that information get stored. And now we're going to go to payment gateways. Okay. So because I'm already, because I am a Platinum member, I get it. It'll be $2.85 plus 25 cents per transaction. I already use Stripe. So I'm just going to hooked in my Stripe account and I've hooked in my PayPal account. But you can obviously, if you have a platinum account, you can use your own payment processor. You can authorize.net. You could use a whole bunch of things in here. I'm not going to get into so much detail in here. It's basically this is how you have to do it. Come in here, hit apply, and then you'll be rocking and rolling. So this kind of is what allows you to make your actual payments, or this actually allows you to take payment on the actual page when we go to our store. Okay. Domain. Now, this is where if you have an external domain you want to hook it into, this is where you would do it. There'll actually be a domain that we're getting. It'll basically be our swag shop, and I'm going to actually put that in here. For this demo, I'm not going to go into this because I really didn't want to get bogged down with some of this stuff. For right now, we're just going to use our groovenation.groovekart.com. That'll be the domain here. You can go ahead and add any shipping information in here. With Printful, it's actually going to be free shipping, so I'm not worried about it. You can do international. You can basically set the rest of the stuff here. I'm not worried about doing the rest of the stuff for right now for this demo. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave everything alone. Feel free to jump in here and play with it. Play with as much as you want. The other thing in here is apps. There's a bunch of apps in here that you can use with GrooveKart. I'm not going to go into those right now either. I didn't really get a chance to dive into them that much. For right now, I don't think we need them. I know when you start dealing with Shopify stores, some of those things kind of come into play. So we're not going to even deal with those right now. So really what we're going to do now is we're going to deal with the builder. So when you click on the builder, you're going to see a couple things broken out right here. Okay, so we come into the builder, and you can see on the left-hand side, this looks just like a regular Groove Pages builder. We have blocks, elements, pages, pop-ups, and settings. Blocks is kind of lays out how things are arranged, and then the elements go inside the blocks. Very simple, very high-level thing, and we'll kind of go into this a little bit more in a minute here. But first thing we want to do is I want to show you guys the pages. So pages is actually broken out into two different things here. It's broken out into navigation, and it's broken out into pages. Hang on one second here. So the navigation right here kind of ties into this navigation bar. You can see it says home, best deals, contact us, guest tracking. So this navigation will tie into a navigation bar that's inside GrooveKart that's already built in. So we're going to go ahead and create this, and then pages. And this is the pages. This is kind of controls what we see on each of our different pages. So we'll kind of get into that too. So first thing we're going to do is actually we're going to go ahead and handle our navigation. Okay, so the home page. So this is kind of what it comes in as default. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave home, and I'm going to go ahead and just remove the rest of these. So I'm going to hit the 3 dots right here, and we're just going to click delete. Contact us, we're just going to hit delete, and guest tracking, I'm going to go ahead and delete. So all I want there right now is home, and I'm going to add 3 more categories. So we're going to go ahead and hit plus, plus, and plus. So we've added 3 new categories. You can see them come up right there, or 3 new menu items. So this first menu item, we're going to go ahead and hit edit menu, and I'm going to call this t-shirts. And I want it in the same window, and the link type is going to be category. And it's going to say which category, and I'm going to select t-shirts. So really what we're going to do is we're going to change this category or this navigation thing into a category list. And I can actually do it to a specific page, I can do it to a specific product, or I can do to something custom, like a custom URL. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead and just do t-shirts. That's going to be the category for this one. And this checkbox right here basically says save. So we're going to go ahead and hit that. And you can see right here that changed this t-shirts right there. Okay. So we're going to call in this menu right here, and we're going to go ahead and edit this one, category, and we are going to go ahead and select hoodie. And on this last one, whoops, I forgot to name this. I'm going to say hoodies. And this last one here, we're going to do mugs. Same thing, category, home, mugs. All right. All right, so now we have our things right there. We will go ahead and, oops, actually, we don't want to add another one here. Sorry, delete. Okay, what's cool is that you can actually drag these around into different order. So you can see we can go ahead and put them in home, hoodies, mugs. It doesn't really matter. Once we actually get in here and save this, this will actually change. So you can actually also have these do a different hierarchy, so you can build them so they actually step underneath there. And once this would actually save, this would actually default to that. So right now we're going to be very simple. We're going to have our 3 things and just kind of call it a day right there. Okay, so those are basically our categories. That shows that right there. And if we come to GrooveKart right now, if we come over here, refresh this, you can see we have our navigation bar right here. If I click on t-shirts, right, I'm going to show the t-shirt that we have. If I click on hoodies, I'm going to show the hoodie that we have. If I click on mugs, it's going to show the mugs that we have. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to click back on home, and this is what our home page looks like. And obviously we don't want this, right? We want to go ahead and change that. So if we click on pages, you can see we have a whole bunch of pages that it defaults, that it brings in for us. So the first one it has is the home page, and this allows us to define our home page, whatever we want it to look like. There are certain things on the home page and on all the other pages that are defaulted. And there's a header part and a footer part. So you can see right here, if I bring my cursor up here, it says click to edit the header. If I bring it up to the top, it'll actually click to edit this layout. So these layouts are basically are going to be standard for this one, and the footer part are going to be standard for everything that's in here. So I come into my home page right here. And the first thing I want to do is I'm going to get rid of everything. I just want the header and the footer. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on my stuff in here and go ahead and delete that. And I'm not going to, this isn't a demo on how to use GrooveFunnels or this builder. I do have another demo on my page or on my YouTube channel that goes through how exactly use all this stuff. So I'm just going to go through this kind of quick, but it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just going to go ahead and click on these. I'm just going to go ahead and remove all this stuff because I don't want any of this in here. We're going to start from a complete scratch. Let's go ahead and remove that. Let's go ahead and remove that. And let's go ahead and remove this and this last one as well. Okay, cool. All right, so this is my footer down here, and this is my header up here. We're going to go to modify the header real quick. Whoops. Actually, I want to save everything first. Okay, so we come at our home page now. You can see we have our header part up here, our footer part up here, and we have nothing at all in the middle. Right, that looks good. All good, all good. So I want to actually modify a couple things right in here quick. I'm going to come up on this very top. I'm going to modify this. Worldwide free shipping is fine. I'm going to go ahead and just remove that right there. I don't want this in there. I'm going to save that. And then on here, I'm going to leave this all alone. I'm absolutely fine with that. So I'm going to click back here on home page. I'm going to come down here. We're going to modify this footer real quick. Quick links. And then what was this right here? This is actually a list. So we're going to go ahead and see what the list elements are. I'm going to go ahead and remove all this one right here. I do want to add a couple elements, though. I'm going to add, let's see, what are we going to add here? We're going to go ahead and add a category here. We're just going to call this home. And that'll basically bring us back to home anytime we want. And we're going to call that home. And it just lets you basically modify the list down here. We'll go ahead and put a home icon on there just so everybody knows, right? Bam. Whoops, that actually did on all of them. Haha, we don't want to do that. Okay, I'm going to remove that. I think I'm actually going to stay in there now. So, haha. All right, I don't think I can remove that. Let's see. Nope. Okay, we're just going to leave it. It's fine. All right, so basically we have our quick list over here. Let's go ahead and take care of some of this stuff right here. All right, and we'll leave the rest of that kind of the way that is right there. I'm not worried about the home thing. I'd get in there and play with it, but just for sake of time, we're just going to go ahead and leave it. So we're going to go ahead and save that. And then we're going to go back to the home page, and you can see. So now we have our footer, our header, and we have these two little buttons right here, these sliders. These will basically turn them on and off. I'm going to go ahead and leave them for right now. But what I really want to do is we're going to basically make this a very simple home page, and we're just going to basically drop our categories on there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to come over here to elements, and you can see in elements there's a whole bunch of things in there. We're going to start out with a row. So we're just basically going to take a one column row. We're going to drop this right here, and you can see it now gives us a space to work with. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the products and categories. I'm going to go to category list. I'm going to go ahead and drop that right in here, and it says select category, and I'm just going to go ahead and click on that. Go over here to settings, and I can have two different types of categories. I can have them in blocks or tiles, and I'll show you what the difference here is in a minute. So now I'm just going to select my categories. So I'm going to go down here. I'm going to say t-shirts, hoodies, and mugs. And you can see it shows my t-shirts, hoodies, and mugs. So a tile basically is, you can see right here, it essentially has the thumbnail with the wording over it, right? And as I do that, as I hover over it, it kind of grows. If I go to blocks, it's just a straight up thing with the titles underneath there. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and leave that. Now, obviously, you can get a lot more detail in here. You can go ahead and add a whole bunch of any type of text you want, any type of buttons that you want, whatever content you want here to kind of make this thing look pretty like we showed before. For right now, like I said, this is a very basic demo, so we're just going to go ahead and add our categories right on there. Okay, so once you do that, we're going to go ahead and hit save. And if you want to see what it looks like right now, we can come back to our Groove store and go ahead and hit refresh. And you can see. So now we have our header stuff that we modified up here. We have our links down here that we have. We have our navigation bar over here. And now we have our three categories. So we can get t-shirts, hoodies, or mugs. Okay. So when we click on one of these categories, right, this next screen shows this category screen. So we can control exactly what that looks like. We can come over here to pages, and we can click on category pages. And again, these are really just templates of what the product will look like when it comes to this screen. So I can come in here, I can say your category's title. The setting here will basically be whatever I want for the actual height. It knows automatically to put the category title in there. I could come down here, I could change this stuff, whatever I want. This whole section right here, the category product, this is the way it's going to look when it actually has the products in there. So I can list my products. I can show it's sorted by products. I can show pagination in there. I can do color variants. I can do a whole bunch of things in there. I also can choose a couple designs. I don't really have much control over what I can do in here, but I have a couple different designs I can choose from. Right? I can choose from design 1, design 2, design 3, design 4. So there's a couple, like I said, there's a couple different, I think there's 6, right? Yeah, so there's 6. And actually, as you kind of move over here, you can see a couple things. So the colors, maybe you don't want that hot pink. Maybe we want to use like a normal color like blue. You can see that. And if we come over here, the color 2, which I think is going to be on that sale thing, we'll make that. What color should we make that? Let's make that. Actually, that gold is fine. We'll go ahead and leave that. And you can see on some of those, they don't really come into play. Like on this one here, the blue comes into play when you hover over. Design 2, basically, it looks like it brings that up there with a sale on there. So you can kind of see what some of these actually do. I kind of like that one right there. So we're going to go ahead and hit design 4. And again, you can modify some of the stuff, however it is that you needed. And again, to get the stuff on the page, all your elements are right over here. And it's literally just take this, drag it on, and drop it. For the category stuff, you don't, like I said, you don't have much control over here. So you really just kind of, you have a design, your choice of designs in there. So, okay, so we good so far. So that's the category page. So this kind of determines, once you click on save, this determines what this page looks like, right? So if we go ahead and click on refresh here, you can see now if I hover over that, I now have my new category listing. We only have one product in our t-shirt. If we had multiple products, it would show more, it would show more of them right here. Pretty straightforward. Okay. So the next thing here, if we come down to pages, is you can see now if we go ahead and select our product, this is in our category, we go ahead and select our product, all right? This now shows our product page. So if we come back into here, into GrooveKart, and we click on pages, and we click on product page. And what you're going to see here is there's a couple different products that we can choose from, a couple different product layouts. Just like we had in the category, there's a couple different layouts. So the first one here is a product layout with bumps, which essentially means that it'll display a product. It'll display your information here, some images down here, the description over here, the different variants, the different colors. And then it'll actually allow you to have a special offer in here. So maybe you want to have like maybe you want to offer a t-shirt and then you want to throw a mug or something in here. You can go in here and you can figure out whatever offer it is that you want to put in here. And it'll be timed out for 60 seconds or however long it is that you want to do this countdown for. You can come here to product display 2. It displays it up a different way. Product display 3, again, shows it a different way. Shows the information down here with the description here with some reviews. Product layout 4, again, shows a little bit different information. Product layout 5, again, shows it a little bit different as well. I'm a fan of product layout 5, so that's one I kind of like. So you can come in here, again, you can go ahead and modify this stuff however you want. You can change the title in here. You can change the look and feel of the title. You can change the way the description looks. You can change everything up here. Again, this is going to be the template for when you actually come into this page. Okay. So we're going to actually want to use default product layout 5. That's what we want. And I'll show you how we go ahead and get that in a minute. So we come back over here to pages, and then the next one is, so we really like this product. Now we're going to go ahead to the actual, we actually want to purchase it, right? So we go ahead and put it in our cart, and we go ahead and choose the proceed to checkout. Okay, so now we're on our checkout page. Okay, so we come back over to GrooveKart. We come here, we have our shopping cart. Actually, hang on a minute. I'm going to actually save this one before. So now we'll come into our shopping cart, which is, actually, it's going to be back one page somewhere. If we click our cart, actually, I think it's going to be right here. So this is going to be our shopping cart. Actually, that one particular one, I don't think it actually had a cart because there's only one item. So that is actually the checkout page, which you can see right here. So again, you can change everything here on the checkout page. We probably want this to be, we'll get rid of that. This will just be support. Actually, we'll just do this. Okay. And you can obviously change the style of some of these things right here. You can change the trust icons down here. You can change all the text and stuff right here, whatever you kind of need to. You can come up here and change the steps in here, how many steps, the coloring and stuff like that. You can pretty much change everything in there. All right, so I'll go ahead and save that. And all right, so there's a question here. Can you mix print on demand with non-print on demand products in the same GrooveKart? Great question, Cassie. I'm 100% not sure. I'll try to dig into that. So somebody asked that question a little bit earlier. I'm going to mess around with it a little bit later and see kind of what I can do. I think we can. I will know for sure probably tomorrow, and I'll let you know. Again, so back on the pages here. So we have a shopping cart, we have a checkout, our upsell page. Again, the upsell page is the same type of thing. You can go ahead and select your template that you want for your upsell page. And then the thank you page, this is what it'll look like when they actually thank you. Your maintenance mode is that if you ever need to put your thing in maintenance mode, this is the page it'll show. Then your privacy policy, terms and conditions, refund policy, right? Kind of has all those things there. Okay, so that basically defines what our whole thing is actually going to look like. Now, under settings here, you can actually do something with Facebook checkout. I haven't got a chance to play with this yet, but you can put your app ID and page ID in there, and you should be able to do it from Facebook. I haven't got a chance to play with that yet. If you go into checkout, there's some different settings in here. You can have a checkout mode of one page or multi-page. You can basically have the options that are desired right here. Customer account information. This is the information that you can basically display or not display. Default country, starting order number, and then a thank you page URL. So this is where you define all your stuff for your actual checkouts products here. So back to this question here. Can you mix POD with non-POD products in the same GrooveKart? Manny was saying you should be able to as long as they're in your product section. And I'm assuming that that is the case too, because I should be able to import whatever I want into my cart and just kind of define what I want in there. So yeah, we should be able to. I'll mess around a little bit more and figure out exactly how to do that. Okay, so the other thing we want to do here is we actually want to go ahead and assign our product. When we go back into pages over here, we want to go ahead and assign our product page to our products. And we want this product layout 5. That's how we wanted this thing to look when we actually click on these things. What I don't want this special offer thing popping up. So our product layout 5 is what we wanted to use, which was this one right here. Okay. So to do that is we come over to this pancake menu here and we go to GrooveKart admin panel. Okay. And then we come into products and my products. All right, so you can see kind of here are all of our products in here. You can see the page layout is product layout with bumps. And you remember when we were in here before, let me actually get back to this real quick in the builder. So under pages and on the product page, right, we had all these layouts right here. So if we look here, the product layout with bump, that's what it's assigned to all these right here. So what I actually want to do is I want to change this product layout with bumps. I actually want it to be product layout 5. That's the one I want. So I'm going to go ahead and select these things right here under actions. I'm going to say change product layout. I want to go ahead and select product layout 5. Select save. Give this a second. And now you can see we have all our things of product layout 5. Default upsell layout. I don't have an upsell or anything defined here. I'm not even going to worry about that. And you can see the categories and stuff are what we assign there. Okay. So really at this point, right, we are ready to go. That's really it, right? Everybody's like, oh my God, it's so hard. So we are really at this point ready to go. The big things that we're going to need is we're going to need to know what our URL is and what, if we want to have a custom domain, we can point that there as well. We already know what our URL is, right? It's the groovenation.com it's the groovenation.groovekart.com. Right? So we come over here, we will come to our page. And this is basically our home page. Again, you can make this look like whatever you want, but we come here, we can actually shop. We can click on t-shirts and we can say, oh, that's a cool t-shirt. Go ahead and shop now. And you can see all the different styles here. Now I can come into my products on GrooveKart here. I can come into products. I can go into actions. I can go ahead and edit this. And I can go ahead and upload more. Once this comes up here, I can go ahead and actually upload more information on there. Where exactly do we do that? Pricing and variance. image and videos right here. So under product images, these are the images that automatically get pulled in from GrooveKart, right? So I can actually go here and I can click on this and I can go ahead and add more products or more images if I want. So if I want to show like the back of the shirt has that on there, we can go ahead and do that, and we can go ahead and add that on there. Okay, we can click on save. And now when we come back in here, right, if we go ahead and refresh this, that new image is now in there. You can see it right there. Okay. So really now at this point, all you need to do is drive traffic. All you need to do now is drive traffic to your store, right? For us, we have a Groove Nation group. I'm basically going to be saying, hey guys, you guys want t-shirts, hoodies, or mugs? Come right here. You basically come into here. Oh, that's a cool mug. Let's go ahead and check this one out. That's what it looks like. And obviously I can put different things in here. I can choose the size. Go ahead and add this to cart. And let's go ahead and check out. And I would then go ahead and just enter all my information here. I can go ahead and create an account and do whatnot. I can go ahead and add my payment information in here. And the shipping is through Printful is actually going to be free. So, and you can see kind of the information that comes in here. So $34.98 is what the total order would be. So if somebody comes in here with a credit card and they actually pay, right, they're actually paying you. The part that we were talking about earlier in Printful is you need to come in here and you need to make sure that you have a payment method set up right here. Because what happens is that GrooveKart will go ahead and connect to to Printful and go ahead and take care of the order. So that person's credit card, basically that money gets deposited into your account. Printful gets the order and they're like, okay, I need to actually print this order. They're going to go to your payment information that you have set up here and pay for that order. So basically these were whatever these were here. $19.99, I think, is what this t-shirt was. It costs what, 13 and change to print it, we said, or $14, whatever it was to print it. They're going to take out that, and then you're going to get you'll basically get that difference right there. So I really hope that makes sense, guys. So that was really it. So we kind of had that thing set up and running, and we did that in an hour. So really, there's a couple other things, obviously, you may want to make a little bit prettier. But you can see, obviously, the things that you can do up front to kind of get those things going. So if you guys have any questions at all, definitely leave them in the comments here. I'll be coming back and checking them a little bit later. Reach out to me directly. If it's something that you want to do, definitely get signed up for free. And I'm going to ask you guys to use the link that I have in that description in there. Or if you want, go ahead and use this link right here, the rebranding link, to go ahead and sign up for your account. I do get an affiliate commission from it, which if you guys don't mind signing up for me, it'd be cool. Free versions, obviously, I don't get anything, but still, I like you sign up through my account anyway, because you never know when you're gonna need the free version or the full version of this thing. So, like I said, if you guys have any questions at all, definitely let me know. And I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. And that's it for now. So, hey, if you guys have not gotten a chance, check out our, there's a whole bunch of stuff I want you guys to check out. Check out our YouTube channel. Click on my home profile and you can see the YouTube channel. It's Enhanced Trading Academy on YouTube. We have our group called the Groove Nation. Go check that out if you want to know anything Groove style. Come visit me at groovewithrob.com. I've got a whole bunch of tutorials on there, and we add new stuff on there every single week. So I really appreciate you guys. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys soon. All right. Bye for now. Take care.